My name's Luke, and right now, I'm scared to even look out my window. 5 years ago, my neighbor, Henry, told us that his teenage son, Adam, had gone missing. Everyone in the neighborhood was devastated. The police searched the area, the news covered it for days. But Adam was never found. Henry and his wife were never the same afterward. We all felt sorry for them. My wife and I tried to support them however we could, offering help, checking in, even inviting them over occasionally. But something always felt off. Henry became withdrawn, and his wife rarely left the house. Then, just last week, something happened. Henry came over and asked to borrow a shovel. I didn't think twice about it. I handed it over and assumed he was doing some backyard gardening. Later that evening, I happened to glance out our upstairs window, the one that faces his backyard. That's when I saw him. He was digging a large hole, way too large for planting anything. He was struggling with it too. Henry's in his late 50s and not in the best shape. I thought maybe I should offer to help, so I grabbed a second shovel and went over. But as soon as I stepped into his yard and called his name, he freaked out. He dropped the shovel and ran up to me saying, No, I got it. Please, just leave." I asked what was going on, but he just pointed at the gate and told me, "You're not allowed to dig in my yard." I was so thrown off by his weird behavior that I just walked away without saying anything. But my gut told me something wasn't right. I went back upstairs and kept watching. He continued digging for another 30 minutes. Then he stopped, stood still, and looked around. Not just side to side, but up at the windows of the nearby houses. Then he saw me watching. I ducked out of sight, pretending I wasn't staring. After that, I stopped seeing him dig during the day. But that night, around 1:30 a.m., I heard metal hitting dirt. I peeked out the window, but it was too dark to see clearly. So I slipped outside, barefoot and quiet, and looked over the fence. There he was again, digging. When he went back inside, I climbed over and approached the hole. The moonlight helped just enough to reveal a black plastic bag barely poking out from the dirt. I looked toward his back door. It was closed. I looked back at the bag. Back door. Bag. Door. Bag. I almost reached down to pull it up, but something stopped me. I bolted back over the fence, and not a second too soon. The back door creaked open, but Henry didn't go back to the hole. He walked around the side of his house and vanished into the shadows. The next morning, the hole was gone, perfectly covered, like it had never been there. Even stranger, his SUV was now parked on the street instead of his driveway. Something I'd never seen before. I don't know what he was doing out there, but I keep thinking about that bag. Was it Adam? Did he dig him up after all these years to move him somewhere else? I haven't told anyone, not even my wife. And Henry hasn't said a word to me since. He never returned my shovel either. Every time I see him now, he avoids me. But yesterday, I happened to glance toward his house and saw him staring straight into my window. When our eyes met, he slowly reached up and closed the blinds. I don't know what he buried or unburied, but I don't think I was supposed to see it, and I'm afraid he knows that too.